Arresting and threatening to deport non-citizen students and faculty for engaging in lawful political protest is a practice we associate with authoritarian regimes. It has no place in a democracy like ours. The reason we're here in court today is to end the government's campaign of retribution against students and faculty who are engaged in pro-Palestinian advocacy. We heard today from members of the AUP and MESA, Professor Megan Hyska of Northwestern University and Professor Nadje of Brown University. We heard from them about the effects of the government's policy of ideological deportation. We heard how the policy is working as it was intended to work. It is terrorizing students and faculty, and it is silencing plaintiffs and their members.
Thank you so much, Mr. Press. We're now transitioning into our round. We're closing out
The government has again and again conflated legitimate political protest, pro-Palestinian, anti-war speech with support of Hamas and anti-Semitic activity. And it has done that to suggest that this speech somehow poses a threat to national security. Those claims have been entirely unfounded. When, for example, the government talked about the arrest of Mahmoud Khalil, it asserted that he was aligned with Hamas, but it provided no basis for that charge, and it has provided no basis for the accusation that any of the students that it has arrested and attempted to deport pursuant to this policy have any association with Hamas.
The people united will never be defeated.
when higher education is under attack.
There's no question that non-citizens living in this country have First Amendment rights. It's true that the government tried to walk that back, saying that things were more nuanced, but it didn't explain how things were more nuanced, and courts have been clear in every single case involving these non-citizen students who are being arrested and detained based on their First Amendment protected advocacy. The courts have been universal in their pronouncement that their expression is protected by the First Amendment.
I'm going to bring on my colleague, my comrade, the Vice President of the American Association of University Professors.
Well, what the public and what the court heard from our witnesses today is about the powerful chill that the government's policy has cast over university communities. Non-citizen students and faculty on our university campuses today are terrified. They are terrified that if they speak up on issues related to Israel and Palestine or about this administration, that they may be arrested and locked up just for having engaged in political expression. We haven't seen ideological deportations of this kind since the McCarthy era, when the government attempted to deport members of the Communist Party. And that is why you have the government citing in court, in support of their proposition, their argument that these non-citizens don't have First Amendment rights. They have to reach back to that era, which we now all look upon with embarrassment and shame.